Now, yesterday we were talking about a new policy in the government policy in the works for the medical and medical devices pharma and medical devices sector. Now, today we have in the news one of the companies we had mentioned yesterday was Biocon. Now, Eris Lifesciences, which is a chronic therapy focused drug firm, has acquired the formulation business, India branded formulation business of Biocon for 1,242 crores, which is 3.4 times revenue, 18 times EBITDA of the company. The purchase enables Eris to enter into the 30,000 crore injectable insulin market. It will increase their exposure in the diabetes insulin space to 1,000 crores. It's around 50 to 200 right now. But when I look at the stocks of both the companies, whether it is Eris or it is Biocon, they are down today. They have been down the last 5 days. They have been down the last 6 months. Last 6 months, Eris has performed slightly better, slightly in the positive. But last 1 month, last 5 days, and even today, both the stocks are down. Do you think which company will benefit? Biocon has unlocked value by selling a big chunk of their business. Eris has opened up a market. Do you think this will be a turnaround for both the companies? It is not showing right now. Both of them, the stocks have been floundering for some time.
Well, I think, what you said towards the end perhaps summarizes it beautifully, that, the stocks aren't reflecting any kind of enthusiasm. Biocon, there was a brief phase when, it was trending higher along with some of the other pharma names, but this stock does have a tendency to, give way really fast. So I don't think Biocon, from here on as well, despite the kind of news flow that has come in, does still warrant a buy. It's barely holding on to its 200-day moving average. So I think, once that is taken out, 255, 260 kind of zones, we're already there. So if that is taken out in a convincing way, the stock could head lower. Only on a relative basis. And by relative basis, I mean, if you compare Biocon and Eris Lifesciences, Eris is still on a slightly better footing. But again, here also we've seen a stark underperformance. So I think, between the two, Eris might perhaps, hold up for some time. But Biocon, I think, very delicately placed, it might perhaps, slip further. So I think, Eris is something that, if you already have in your portfolio, you can hold on with 830 kind of, a level as your stop loss. Biocon, I wouldn't really, suggest holding on even now. Perhaps, an exit, or don't even consider buying it, at least for the moment.
Considering the injectable market is so huge, do you see Eris, at least as you mentioned, is on a stronger footing, rallying from here on, leveraging their entry into this big market?
Well, from a purely price movement perspective, that is not really reflected. See, you see some kind of a movement that, the market or the stock that starts to, price in. And we did see a bit of that. If you see from, end of Feb up until, early March, the stock did rally from, 850 to 900, 910 odd levels. But then it gave way really fast. And today also, despite the news coming out, there hasn't really been, that much of an enthusiasm that has creeped in. See, mind you, yesterday and today, there have been pockets which have done well, after the kind of sell-off we saw. And if there was ever a case, then, it was today for the stock to perhaps do well. So I will wait and watch. If the stock does sort of, take this in its stride, once the market volatility settles, then perhaps there is a case for going long on Eris from these levels.